Connections are everywhere, across global markets and industries. Some are harder to see. But when you work with Atlas Procurement Solution, every link becomes clear.
So how did APS come to be? What's our origin story? So going on 4 years ago, I was working at a largely decentralized organization based in London, a holding company, so to speak, that owns about 50 plus manufacturing organizations around the world, across North America, South America, Europe, Asia Pacific, all over. What I found working for this decentralized organization, which if you're not familiar with centralized versus decentralized, basically each individual company operates on their own. So they manage their own P&L, they manage their own innovations, their own teams. There's very little connection to the holding company outside of some standard requirements for shareholders, okay? With that in mind, my role at the company was to figure out how to drive value using the collective power of the group. So it's a $2 billion organization, but some of the operating companies are only $50 million, for example. So how do we drive the collective bargaining power of the group to the operating company level? In doing so, I was parachuted into different operating companies, saw some incredible processes, but also saw huge pitfalls in their purchasing strategies. So you typically had very small teams of 1 to 2, maybe 3 people running the entire procurement for $20 to $30 million worth of spend. And what that resulted in is massive losses in opportunity, where those people had to focus on the tactical element of procurement, making sure POs were getting placed, making sure product was getting to the factory in a timely manner so that they could actually execute on their business plan rather than the strategy. So the strategy is the 30,000-foot view. It's who we work with, why do we work with them, and how do we do it? As soon as you get to a company and their answer is, well, that's just how we've always done it, they've always been our partners, you've got to flip over some rocks. And that's how APS came to be. Every time I parachuted into a business at this decentralized organization, we were uncovering a 12 to 18 month plan to 7-figure savings, almost on repeat. And noticing this, I decided that I really needed to go out along with my partner, Paul. We decided we had to create APS to do this on our own outside of that organization so we could drive this benefit to small to medium OEMs across the world. And that's what we set out to do. So by giving you transparency in that supply chain, APS was born to service small to medium OEMs who have an under-strategized supply chain.
Connections are everywhere, across global markets and industries. Some are harder to see. But when you work with Atlas Procurement Solution, every link becomes clear.